This is just a quick teardown of the Aeroflex 3281A 3Hz to 3 gig Spectrum Analyser. It's a Windows based boot menu on it, a Windows XP. The plan is to do a backup of the hard disk drive, so I've sort of taken the cover off. I'll just give you a quick overview of what we got here. What I can see anyway, and we've got the DVD drive there, the hard disk drive's in here. It looks like some kind of sound card there. Then we've got an assortment of various other cards, which really I ain't got a clue what are, because I've got no manual or anything for them. Don't intend to do anything with them, but I'll give you some idea of what's inside this thing and the expansion ability of it. There are slots down there, a little bit like you get with the Rosen Schwartz CMU series type plugs, presumed to put extra sort of modules in, sort of things. Let's just come around this side. Have a look what we got around here. Again, a lot of labels warning me that the warranty's void, which I'm not really bothered about. I mean, it's 10 years old now. It's brand new though, never been out of the box, so to speak. It's got Windows Service Pack 2 on it, XP Service Pack 2 that is. So I'm looking at the moment of upgrading it to Service Pack. Let's turn him up on his side. So you've got a main board at the base. Presumes all of the interconnections and that. But yeah, so what I want to do, I want to put Windows Service Pack 3 on it, but prior to doing that, just in case we have any, sorry about this, things are quite heavy, just in case we have any major failure while doing it, I'm going to make a clone copy of the hard disk drive. So next job will be to remove the hard disk drive and get an IDE, so it's quite old technology, and have a look at cloning it basically and see if we can, then at least I've got a backup, just in case anything happens, because I can't find any support, drivers, anything for this without probably contacting Aeroflex and going through their system of, are you a business? No, we don't want to know you then. That's all rubbish they give you. Give me a VAT number. Oh, I ain't got one. We don't want to know you then. Same as I got from who was he? I was trying to do some work on another device that I had, National Instruments I think it was, or something. They give me the same stuff. So anyway, this is just a quick overview of what it looks like inside. This is the basic model. There's no tracking generator or anything on there. It's a shame, but the only option is fitted to it is the some kind of 30 gigahertz. I forgot what it says now, to be honest. Let's have a look, see if it says anything on the back. No, there's no options on there. Nothing at all on that. So okay, I'll get the drive out and we'll do a clone of that and then get it all back together and try putting Service Pack 3 onto it for Windows XP. Okay, I got the drive out. It's quite a high spec drive actually for its time. I don't know if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, so I'll get that backed up. Marked all the connections up. I've got a cloning device, so I'll use that later. I've just got to go and have a dig around in my drives and see if I've got anything suitable just to do a backup of it really. Okay, got the drive out. Now I'm just going to do a backup of it. I've decided not to clone it directly. I'm going to do an ISO sort of copy of the drive. I've got an old IDE reader thing here. I've had to pay it off this power supply, but I'm just using HD raw copy just to do a complete copy of it. We'll see how that goes, and then I can try writing it back to whatever disk drive that I've got available, or I'll just keep a copy of it on this PC. There's plenty of space on this PC, so it's not a problem. It's only 160 gig. Yeah, so that's the plan anyway. And then I can look up upgrading the Windows XP to a version Service Pack 3. Okay, so I backed up the hard disk drive, which is over there, 160 gigabyte, and now I'm just going to try installing Service Pack 3. Currently it's just backing up the registry and some files, and we'll see how it goes and see if it boots okay afterwards. We could have a look around while they get powered up and see all the flashing lights. The red light there, I don't know what that one is. A few bits of lights there. Looks like this is the main motherboard. Quite a big fan down there blowing across it. Really, probably before I finish doing anything, I'll probably look to see if there's a CMOS battery in there and get that changed. It's probably been in there 10 years now, so I'll have a dig around on that. If I find it, I'll show you where it is. But yeah, it seems to be installing okay. So here it goes. Okay, I seem to be just coming to the finishing installation. Took quite a bit of time to get to this point. Icons are flashing, things are flashing. We'll hopefully get to 100% in a minute, and we'll do a restart and see what happens. Okay, it's finally finished installing. Probably took a good hour. Let's finish it and restart and find out what happens. Obviously I want the Spectrum Analyser part to still work, because that's what it is. Okay, let's power it back up again then. See what we got. Good start. Got the fan on me today, sorry about the noise. It's 34 degrees in here. Not the best day to have been doing this really. So it's happening. Okay, we seem to have Windows booted up. Okay, so Spectrum's booting. So we're clicking on the back. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's drop that in. Make sure it's all still working. We're looking at 100 meg, 20 dB, minus 20 dB, frequency, center 100 meg, and well, that seems to be working. It's about, okay, drop that down to that. Let's find the peak marker, and 100 megahertz at minus 20.81 according to that. That's good enough for me. Okay, let's exit out of this. Let's have a look at what it says we've got. So start settings, control panel, system, and we're running Service Pack 3 now. Okay, so it does work. There's a few updates to put on, so I'll run through those and see how it goes. But yeah, anybody looking to upgrade one of these, but Service Pack 3 and it seems to work. I'll if any major problems, I'll let you know. Just as the last one, I just had a quick thought. As this thing hasn't got the tracking generator on it, sorry about the darkness. It's crept up on me tonight doing the install on this. It's fully running now on Windows XP Service Pack 3 with all the updates, so I've done all that. That's working fine, but I've got a MiniVna Pro and a MiniVna, and I just thought, oh, hang on, you know, if I haven't got the tracking generator on here, I want to measure some antennas and stuff and that with this. Well, because this has got USB interface, I've all installed the FTDI driver chips, Java, so I can run this, the actual program for the MiniVna Pro. And there it's just showing I've got a basic 2 meter antenna plugged into it. 0.2 is roughly the well, no, slightly off that, isn't it? Calling frequency 145,500, roughly about there anyway. It's about 1.2 to 0 to 1. So yeah, that's pretty good, but I can now chop and change between this, and if I need it, I'll go back into the Spectrum Analyser. Bring up the Spectrum Analyser, so I can have everything else running in the background. That's running fine. I've got the plugged into the calibration, so let's just do that. 100 megahertz span. We'll do 5 meg. That's looking quite nice. And we'll find the peak, and yep, minus 20.44 dB. That's 100.009 megahertz. Yeah, so everything's going to be working. So I can now chop and change between this, or come back in and run other software. I'll probably put LibreOffice or OpenOffice on here, and a PDF reader, and so I've got the Excel. So basically I've got a little PC I can run in the background really if I want to do anything. I can plug a printer into it. So yeah, I think I'm quite impressed with this, to be honest. It's for its age anyway. I mean, it is Windows XP Service Pack 3 that I have installed on it, so if you've got one of these and it came with Service Pack 2, Service Pack 3 does install. Doesn't seem to affect the functionality of it. Gives you a little bit more security, I suppose. This won't really be plugged into the internet much, other than maybe for printing or occasional updates, or if there is any. But yeah, other than that, I'm quite impressed now, especially with the MiniVna. That works fine with it. So I can test my antennas, and then just use it as a standard Spectrum Analyser as well if I need to, up to 3 Hz to 3 gig. Anyway, I hope that helps if anybody's interested and they've got one of these and they're sort of looking for information on it prior to stripping it down.